welcome back to another video. Nothing too spectacular, it's just a little rundown on the just gone weekend at Oulton Park with the British Superbike Championship. So it was a bit wet to start with, but we've ended with a dry race. Oulton's always tricky in the rain with there's a lot of different tarmac surfaces and changes of tarmac which all have different grip levels and undulations, so the bike is kind of trying to leave the ground a little bit, which is kind of good in a way. It makes it a bit more interesting, I suppose, but it also makes it more challenging. So I haven't done an awful lot with the R1 in the rain or wet. Last time out was Silverstone test, and I ended up in the medical centre, as I said in a previous video, so didn't go that well. We qualified pretty poorly in the rain, and but race went well, and I as well as it could have done. I finished 19th from starting 31st. Made a few positions up, a few in front crashed, which obviously helps, and a few in front crashed and ended up scrapping, which was I'm sure most people watching this would have seen those antics, which I missed it. I saw the flags, but I didn't see the scrap. But yeah, I was sort of pleased, really. It was just over with, and not in a way that I didn't want to be riding. It was more just the relief of being in one piece, like I say, in one piece, but just unscathed and ready now to go to Northwest 200. So, my last 3 laps of the race were all quicker than my previous PB there on the Superstock bike. So, I felt fairly good on the bike, fitness wise and ability wise. I just kind of was holding back, and it's always tricky to push on. And once you start thinking don't crash, it kind of, you've got the Northwest road races coming up. It kind of plays on your mind a little bit. So I kind of made a mistake of thinking like that, but I think it was probably the sensible way to look at it. For me, the bigger picture is the road races, and then after TT we'll go back to Superstock and maybe kind of push on that bit. Well, I say maybe I will push on that bit more and take a bit more risk. So but it was good, albeit tough riding around there in the wet. It was good to work with wet setup for Northwest. One of the 3 days there is definitely going to be wet, and just understand spring rates a little bit and what works with the bike and what doesn't. So it's always tricky with the wet, to find the feeling. You have to push, but obviously with pushing there's a high risk of falling off and so on. So but I feel we're in a good place now, ready to go and get stuck in, I suppose. It's I'm only at Northwest. I'm only riding my Superstock bike and Superbike, so won't be as busy for me. It'll be a little bit frustrating watching the Supersport races, but I will be on a Supersport bike at the TT, so I look forward to that. But this the advantage of just being on the big bike is my braking markers will all be very similar. I can really just dial in and focus on one mode, on one kind of brain map of braking markers, gear positions, and with the bikes will ride quite similar, and obviously the Superbike will stop that little bit better with bigger brakes, and yeah, that's it really. So I'm excited. I had a quick look at the weather earlier, and it's the forecast for what we're going to get next week, but it's anyone's guess actually. There it changes so quick. Fingers crossed. I think we're due a bit of good weather there, so hopefully it'll work out and we get some sunshine and the crowds can enjoy some good racing and we don't get too wet, and yeah, we keep the wet tyres in the garage hopefully and slick tyres in the bikes, and but I'm looking forward to going fast. I've got I'm in need of speed. It's there's no feeling quite like it, and I can't wait to head out for that first lap of practice and head down towards Station Corner and then on down the towards Coleraine is always a good feeling. So the plan is to do a couple of sort of video updates whilst I'm there. So anyone who has or wants to know anything in particular about the bikes or process of Northwest 200, then put some questions in below, and in the comments below, and I will do my best to kind of incorporate that into the videos I do when I'm there, and then hopefully by the end of Northwest we'll be in a good place to do some even better video content during TT. So that's the plan really. So if you're watching this and enjoying it, then please subscribe, because there seems data and insights to the videos. There's a lot of views that aren't from subscribers, so obviously subscribe, then you get updated when there's a new video, which should be at least one every week from now on. That's the plan and target. So that's it really, I think. Thanks for watching. The next time you see me, it will be from Northern Ireland. Hopefully the sun will be shining, and I can talk to you about going really fast on 1000cc motorbikes down A roads. Thanks for watching. See you soon.